Hey guys, hope everybody is having a great day today. Now it's been a minute since I've done a video, so here I am back. This one, I'm not sure what I'm going to title this. Basically, I want to look at spectrum energetics, the utilizer. I've made a video in the past on the one that I got. So if you haven't seen that, go check that one out. That was sort of like an overview. This one is sort of it's an update and an update on a newer utilizer. But it comes with some bittersweet emotions here. Basically, last week, unfortunately, I lost my old Spectrum Energetics Utilizer 2.0, the one that I did the review on. So if you wanted to see what it looks like, I guess I'll roll a picture in now. So yeah, this was my work knife that I used for basically a little over 2 years, I think, full-time construction as my main utility blade. Used the heck out of it, loved it, got a lot of great patina on it and wear, and a lot of use and enjoyment out of it. But unfortunately, last week I lost it. Basically, I had to go down to Florida for a business trip to do some work down there. And I'd seen on blade forums that someone was talking about their utilizer, and they said, oh, it's great. I just take the blade out and I take it on the plane with me, and then I can pop a new blade in once I get to my job. Well, as I am cursed with, I did weigh that choice in my head. I was like, hey, worst case, if I lose it, it is replaceable. It just won't be happy about it. But it made a lot of sense. I was really excited because every time I've gone down there, I've been down there a couple times. Every time I've gone down there, I feel naked. I'm tired of dealing with crappy, annoying, non-fun utility blades at work. It's just a real morale booster for me. So I was like, hey, if I get to take my favorite utility blade down there to use for the week, I was just really excited about it. So I was like, hey, it's worth the risk. I'm going to try to take it down, see what happens. And honestly, I didn't think I'd have a problem. There's no cutting edge in this knife. It's practically a just pivot. So anyway, I got there. We were running a little bit behind for our plane, got stuck in traffic, as you do. Then we waited in the freaking security line forever. They were super backed up. Basically, in general, the airlines are a total crap show right now. Every flight I've been on, I think I've been on 6 in the last couple months or whatever. Basically, like 2/3 of those flights have been delayed for some reason, and the airports are kind of just seem like they're groaning under the weight. I don't know why. I don't know what's up, but it's a disaster. Anyway, so I waited in this super long TSA line, got up there, and they were like, what's this here? I'm like, hey, it's a utility blade holder. It does not have a blade in it. There's no danger. It's not actually a knife. And so then the guy took it over to his supervisor, and then she came over, and she was like, well, unfortunately, you can't take this on the flight. You can put it in your check baggage, but you'd have to wait through the entire TSA line again. You know, typical stupid regulation. Have to go back, register a bag. I did not have the time. I didn't buy the ticket, so I didn't have the proper documentation to do that. And unfortunately, I had to say, here you go. Do what you will with it. And I had to surrender my favorite utility blade for the past 2.5 years. So I wasn't happy about it, but I was accepting of it. Believe me, I tried to convince them that it was non-threatening in the nicest way possible, that there was no danger, and the lady insisted. She said that there had been an incident. She wouldn't elaborate on it. I don't know, maybe some... I don't know. Basically, it's a lot of horseshit, in my opinion, and I don't think there was any real opinion. I think it was just a little power trip for that particular supervisor. So, but anyway... this was my choice. I take full responsibility for bringing my knife into that situation. Probably should have known better, but so now you guys know. Public service announcement. don't try to take your utility knives on a plane without a blade in it. They'll still take it because they're assholes. So anyway, I went down to Florida, got my work done, had some fun too. Got to sit on the beach for a bit, which is awesome. And while I was down there, I ordered another brand new Spectrum Energetics Utilizer to replace my old one. And so I figured I would show that to you guys, and I'm happy to announce to you guys that this one is actually an improvement over my old one. So I was actually pleasantly surprised, and it definitely helped make the disappointment of losing my other one a little more bearable. So that was the end of story time, and now let's get into showing you guys this new one. So here's the old packaging here. This is just the pieces for this old one. Basically, I have the old style pocket clip and the tool and all that stuff. That was just like an old fake Damascus utility blade, just kind of for fun. So that's their old packaging. Here's their new packaging. And let me just say, prior to me getting on this flight, I had attended the New York Custom Knife Show and actually got to meet the guy that makes these. Super nice guy. He had a ton of these models there, which is really cool. I didn't actually wind up buying anything at the New York Custom Knife Show, even one of these, but I did get to play with them. And that was maybe a little bit of information that helped lead me, to where I'm at now here with this new one. So as you can see, they have a nice new zipper pouch. Here's the knife. It doesn't come with any... Actually, it does here. I didn't see that. Comes with a little... we get to discover this together. Let's see what this is here. Probably an authentication card or something. All right, there we go. So that's his contact information. You have an Instagram. I haven't actually checked that one out yet. They gave me some more stickers. Oh, those are different. So look, this is the old style of sticker, and they recently updated it to this style of sticker. This is fun. I get to discover this live on camera for you guys. So yeah, that's different. A new logo, new sticker. And here's the blade. Very standard pouch here. This is my new Spectrum Energetics Utilizer. I know in the other video, I said that I chose the full unskeletonized version because I didn't want to get dust in it and because I was worried these edges would be sharp. But after handling it at the New York Custom Knife Show, these edges are not sharp in the slightest. So I don't think that will be a problem for me. I do like the reason I sprung for them is, excuse me there, is because I really like the look of it. I think it's really neat. That kind of see-through, skeletonized. It just adds a little bit of interest, a little bit of detail. I like when it's closed that you can see the blade. I think that's kind of neat. Definitely cool and different. I like seeing the, original black hardware. Mine had gotten so faded on the other one. I like the contrast of the black and silver. So really like that. Basically, this is the only difference between my other one was I'd anodized the clip and this little thumb stud piece, gold. I still may do something like that with this one, maybe a different color. Haven't decided yet. But the really only major difference are these cutouts. Skeletonization, if you will. So I think it's really cool. Another thing, basically, my old one when I got it, the action was super, super stiff. Like, I basically had to, roll it out with my thumb was the only way. The flipper, when I deployed it, would go to, about there, absolute maximum. So as you can see here, it's a double detent. These two little detents lock on the stop pin back here. Basically what I did, came in with a grinder, and I kind of buzzed off a little bit of the tit of that top locking detent. So I was able to flip it open more readily. But because of that, when it was locked open, it did not have as strong of a lockup. You were able to push the blade forward much easier. So this one's got the stock detent, However, I'm not sure exactly how he did it, but look at this action. That's right on par with a lot of kind of modern flipper knives. So this is way, way funner and more fidgety, way more satisfying action, much more refined. So I'm really excited that he was able to adjust that. The detents on here are just way better. Let me see if I can do it with just my thumb. Okay, so I had to maybe put a tiny bit of wrist into that. But just a really neat, really great improvement. That was one thing when I got that other one. I was like, man, this thing is this thing is stiff. And it did break in with time, but just very excited that this one fixed those issues. Another thing, my other one, there was going to be some like slop in the blade swap out because I'd lost this screw here. So this one now has the screw in it. I'm going to Loctite it this time so I do not lose it, but just something for you guys to be aware of if you don't frequently check your screws. These body screws and the pocket clip screws and the pivot, none of those ever came loose for me on my old guy. So I think he does a pretty good job of Loctiting or torquing or whatever he does. But on this guy, I just, like I said, way, way, way better action. It looks cooler. I like these cutouts, and I'm just thoroughly impressed overall with this one over my old guy. Yes, it stings to have to, spend the money again, and the loss of having to surrender my old one, and to lose the basically 2.5 years of patina. I worked hard for that patina, but I'll be able to do that again with this guy, and I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to try out this new one. I was worried that maybe you could get like your fingers in here and then get them like caught by the blade, but you'd have to the only finger I can fit in there is my pinky, and yes, I can stick it all the way through this hole, but the flipper tab would get in the way. I think you'd have to try pretty darn hard to cut yourself on this thing with these holes in it. So I will see how this thing performs in the same role that the other one did. I'll try to keep you guys posted. But once again, I'm happy to have a new and improved favorite EDC box cutter here. Truly EDC. I carry this every day at work. And so bittersweet emotions here in this video. But I'm glad I was get to show you guys this for you guys to check out. Also, if you're wondering, this is just a sign I picked up at some yard sale. I just thought it was cool. Makes a good backdrop, at least for a little bit. All right, well, hopefully this was somewhat informative for you guys, basically comparing the old Spectrum Energetics Utilizer to the new one, or at least this configuration. I also, one other thing is I thought about going flipperless, and I realized I truly need that flipper as a stop for your fingers when cutting. So I went with the flipper again, and I'm very glad that I did because of those detent improvements. All right, well, hopefully this was an entertaining video. Hope you guys have a good day, and maybe leave down in the comments if you have one of these, maybe the newer ones, what you think of them, or if you've ever lost a knife to the TSA. I don't know. Hopefully nobody else has, but if you do, I'm deeply sorry. Anyway, have a good day, like I said, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye now.